All right, hold on. I'm gonna put that up there for now. A minute left, guys. See if things going well, and we'll run it. Hopefully. So I haven't really played this game that much since I bought it. I've been playing Remake to get into the lore, and then I found out I need Crisis Core. I love Final Fantasy. I'm so glad they remade this game. Me and my cousin had a debate about if remaking this game and updating the graphics was worth it. And we had this debate like 10 years ago. He thought people wouldn't enjoy running around on those kind of maps in the newer day graphics, which I'll admit, like, it does get annoying, like being closed in all the time, but it's fine. And then Rebirth, you go outside. But when I was going outside, there was this terrain issue, which is why I stopped playing it, which I just beat Remake and I'm playing it again in normal mode, classic. And then I'll beat it in hardcore mode and probably try to go to for 100%. But it looked like two terrains. It was awful. I don't know if I have any footage of me playing it live. I might. But it's like two terrains were overlapping, and like people were like, some of the textures just looked awful. So I'm hoping when we launch this, considering it is a 29.5 gigabyte patch, some of that's fixed. Hopefully. Five, 4, 3, 2, play. Alright, so we're gonna have to change some stuff. OBS. There we go. So let's see. Hopefully it's playable. Hopefully it looks better. Thank you, Square Enix, for updating us. Updating our game. Make sure y'all can hear me do. Let's change that to the headphones. I hear the game audio and me in a nice way. Just give me a little bit. Kind of feels cool. Knowing that I'm probably gonna be like one of the first ones to cover this. I actually know like what I'm looking for. I'm a bit of a graphical like junkie. I like my stuff just a certain way. And I was trying to swing for Square Enix and be like, oh no, it's great, but I was live literally looking at some pretty gosh awful stuff. So that being said, like I said, I hope that this turns out better. So I'm in chapter 7, Those Left Behind. As you can see, I mean, I guess that's what I haven't played. I haven't played in like 2 days, but within those 2 days, like I've beaten a whole remake game. So loading. Oh, by the way, this is a system I built. It's running off a gigabyte B350 board, a Intel i5-9700K with a AMD 6600 graphics card. Getting 59 frames per second. 56, 50. So it's not like the best system in the world. It gets the job done. $1080. Medium. I'm just gonna mid everything out. Just your basic mid settings, 60 frames per second. We'll see what we get with that. I don't know if we can hold up to the whole 60 frames per second. We'll see. I don't know. I run Final Fantasy Remake at 1080 60 frames per second. It does occasionally drop frames though. Okay. Like I should like want to go out into the world. Yeah, so we've got some options here. The way I see it, because I know a lot of people are like, graphics, you want to see 60 FPS. So we can do low settings and see if we get 60 FPS, or I could do those medium settings and go 30 FPS. We're gonna go low 60 FPS. Ooh. And just like kind of see. I have the FPS up in the top corner, as you can see, and it's dropping. So let's, I mean, before we can really get into looking at stuff, we want a stable run. Let's see if it drops any frames at 30 FPS. And this is at 1080. And there are things I could do with this graphics card. Like things I could turn on and off to like make it hella better. Alright.
They say this area.
I'm not seeing it dropping any. 31. Seeing it gaining. So here we go. We're gonna do that other option that you guys probably don't like that much. And that's gonna be running in at 30 frames mid. So we'll just call this like the mid bench of the updated patch. 30 gigabyte patch, 30 FPS, medium settings.
Hey, how about an orb or two?
Intel CPU, AMD GPU. I don't have ray tracing or anything like that turned on.
Got a real.
Let's see, where do we want to go? Can we go fight outside of here? Can we leave? Can we go to exit the town? Like, I don't know. Is that like one of the first things I really kind of did want to test is that terrain issue. Huh. Am I supposed to be leaving? Winterberg. So I'd want to go like there, I guess, right? Start heading on out. I'ma head out.
Check out the best.
Yeah, pretty sure. Alright, so it drops some frames.
Welcome to.
There's also some other things I can kind of change. I like it at mid settings. I wish I could get 60 frames per second, but you know. We're gonna put it to a true medium. Nah, as true medium as we can get. Don't want to put anything on low. Just to see what that does.
Run wild. A paradise for animals big and small.
Help with the dropping of frames and shit.
Hang loose.
Yeah, this is how I
Big
leave,
Max is on
right?
Chocobo. Hello there!
Sweet.
If you're looking to borrow one of our birds, you'll need to purchase a rental
Bird,
pass
bird,
first.
bird. The bird is the word. Said bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. Do I need to buy a bird from you?
Chocobos for rent right here, folks. Our beloved bird Kaima is available right now.
Sure. I think I would need one, right? Okay, that's cool. I like chocobos. Chocobo. Also doing some SEO. Might be a bit of a long stream, I don't know. I should sleep for work, but I saw the patch and yeah, I really I had faith that they would just patch it, just fix it, because I feel like Square Enix, that's something they just do. And they have. I'm very happy about that. For Chocobo gear. I don't even know what kind of Chocobo gear I would want. Like, certain things you won't see me get into, because like I said, I never played the original
So now you're free to
Final
borrow
Fantasy
our birds
VII.
whenever you like.
I just beat Remake, and like, and don't take that as I'm not a seasoned Final Fantasy player though, because I played 8, 9, 10, 10, 2, 15, not a fan of 14.
Chocobos for rent right here, folks.
Lightning Returns, Remake, and this. This is a fair amount. Oh, 8 also. So 8, 9, 10, 10, 2, Lightning Returns, Lightning, Remake, Rebirth, 15. I don't know if I like my Chocobo look like that. Alright, so now we're out and about. I'll be able to tell instantly if that's still an issue, because like pretty much I'll glitch through the ground of one of the terrains. And that's why I wasn't enjoying the map. I couldn't see where the hell I was going.
Don't hold back.
Thunder.
Alright! See ya! Catch you sleeping?
This is probably on easy. Snitch on myself. Oh, wrong thing. Ah! Yeah. I'm not gonna like front on you. Like, I just got back into gaming, just got a new rig and stuff. Like, I was playing Final Fantasy on PlayStation 2 last time I played. I'm like 6 months back in. It's a very long hiatus. And having issues with all of my controllers. Alright, I forgot to mention, I like that you can go in the water. I feel like, other than 10, when the hell could we go in the water? So far I haven't seen that terrain issue. Not really. I'm just gonna go exploring. No real purpose here. Just kind of checking out what stuff looks like. So you guys can see too, like you'd be able to notice too from this gameplay. It doesn't have to be 60 to 90 FPS 4K for you to notice differences. I think they've definitely worked on textures and fix the terrain issue. It feels like so far. Beautiful game. Be able to run it up even more graphically when I'm not streaming. This is like really just beautiful game. Like, imagine this in VR. I'm gonna share this video to X because I made a post already about the patch on X. Oh, thanks for whoever liked this video already. That's mad dope. Like, I hope everyone's as happy as I am about the patch coming so soon. And let's be real. Sorry. This game dropped the 23rd. It's 31 days in this month? 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th. 24th, 26th, 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st. It's been out like 11, 12 days. Sorry, a little bit tired. Like I said, I should be sleeping, but come on, favorite game series, just getting back into it, and they've patched it. Cause like, I'm sorry, like, I'm gonna, like, my heart breaking if I keep running around in here and I run into that same terrain glitch. I'm gonna cry, cause it was pretty awful, if you ask me. But I haven't seen it so far. Just jump off the ledge. Oh wow! Oh my gosh! I thought it was gonna let me. So I've tried to jump off a few things already in this game. I've tried to throw myself into the depths. Okay, like, you know, like just jump into the water cannonball style. I've tried. It won't let you. Now I done forgot how I got up here. Woo! Looks like over there. How am I gonna get down now? Ooh, ooh, found a box. Okay. I think it's probably the fastest I've ever got a like in a live video. That's why I kind of like the Final Fantasy crowd too. Like, me and my cousin, probably lifelong Final Fantasy players. It's probably the #1 thing we talk about. Just the water. It's like, I'm like, I like that you can go in the water. I can go for a swim. That's one thing that I found odd. By the way, speaking of Final Fantasy 15, you go fishing and all these things, but you can't go for a fucking swim? Like, who decided that?
Deal with that.
I like that I can also change characters in the heat of battle. I like this fighting system.
Get your ass out of here.
Big fan of the fighting system in 10, 15, and 7. Petrified. I like that Tifa's a boxer too. Like the character development and the storyline of this game. I also just remembered, probably doesn't have that audio feature where when I talk, it turns the game down.
I'm all warmed up.
So, if you're just hearing a lot of fucking audio assault because it doesn't turn down the in-game audio when I talk, I'm sorry. Hold on. Not sure if I remember the exact... I don't remember the exact setting off the top of my head to alter that either. So... I'm gonna try to mostly just rant and rave during quieter moments in the game. Probably need a Chocobo to get where I need to go, right? I just want to walk around. I really want to, like, bunnies! Push it to see if, just trying to see if the train's gonna glitch out like it was. So I don't mind walking the map. I'm trying to kind of get into some battles and stuff. Alright. Someone please, if you know, what is with that bird? I noticed that bird keeps popping up. Should I follow the bird like I followed the Chocobo? Like, why does it pop up? I'm gonna go follow the bird. You can tell I took drugs before. Like, hey, let's go follow the bird! But like, I've been noticing that every time I play and I'm outside, that bird. And I noticed that with the baby Chocobo too, so I just like followed it and realized like it leads you to the Chocobo stops to fix them, to reactivate them. Is it like my natural GPS system? Ooh, look at all that. Oh my gosh. Chadley. Should we talk about Chadley? It's the Chad. I like the concept of Chadley. The storyline, everything in this game is beautiful to me. I think my cousin was right. It is the best storyline, and I think I was right. They definitely should remake it, and they are. Here we are, 2025, and I'm like, my cousin wanted me to play Final Fantasy VII. I'm like I'm such a cringe lord for graphics and aesthetics that I was like, I don't care if the storyline's good. I can't play this game. It's like 3D, almost 2D dog shit. You can at me for not wanting to play a game with such an amazing storyline because of that, but that's also like why my favorite Final Fantasy is 8. That should be self-revealing right there, because I haven't played anything older than 8 because I don't like 16-bit, 8-bit. I really don't. I don't. I mean, yeah, and yes, I played Doom when I was like 4 or 5, but like everything was like, oh, at 4 or 5. If I go play the original Doom now, I'd rip my hair out of my head. I've been spoiled by the advancement of technology.
How'd you like that?
I don't have an Aerith. That thing only responds to magic. Oh, you better dodge, you little fucker. Interesting, because triple slash in remake won't let you go into the air to hit opponents, but in this it will. I like that. That's bothering me. How many in-air opponents there were, and it just seems like most of your fighters are not equipped with long-range attacks outside of magic. Hey, see what I mean? Little Chocobo. Did you see little Chocobo? Chocobo! Running to show me where I should repair a Chocobo step. Shout out to my Lost Boys. You rowdy. Who misses the autoplay video feature on X? On Twitter. Where you could just watch videos that were off platform, on platform. Especially if they were on YouTube. I mean, I could have made this video on Restream and went live on Restream and be streaming from multiple platforms, but I have no control over the audio settings or the video settings or really anything if I chose that route. So I like OBS, like, especially with the microphone I have right now. Oh my gosh, it would be whispers. You would be able to not hear me ever if I didn't use audio engineering settings in OBS. Like, I have to use normalizer, equalizer, compressor, some extra. I just don't have the settings set up right now where when I talk it pretty much drops the volume of the game, so my voice is always hearable over the in-game sounds, and then when I stop talking it raises it up. It's kind of like I have settings on the audio, like if I whisper, you should still be able to hear me, versus if I scream really loud, which I'm not going to, because it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. Somebody might think something's wrong, but it would drop that audio level so it doesn't, like, blow your eardrums.
Out of service.
So we've got to walk? You'll be fine. Fresh air, nice view.
Yuffie!
You ain't all that. Not unless you enjoy staring at ruined reactors.
Right. You grew up around here, didn't you?
Let's get a move on.
And here's another thing, like, I would buy the Crisis Core remake that came out in 2022 that is all in this style. Not the one that came out in 2023, which I like with all the customization features, but it goes back to that graphical 3D style that's like 16-bit that I don't like. But I don't, after being spoiled with the graphics of this, especially after the patch, I have not seen that terrain glitch, and I haven't really seen terribly awful textures anymore either. So I think the texture and the terrain issue we were all mentioning, they definitely solved in the patch. That's probably what the patch was about. But after being spoiled with the graphics of Remake and Rebirth, I'm not sure if I could play Crisis Core. I'd be a little sad. Like, to look at Zack in like a 32-bit manner in a 64-bit world. I don't know if it's accurate to say that. That's just how I feel about it.
So what, like a 55-45 clip?
Not you, Tifa.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that terrain issue. And this was like the type of places it would happen. It would show me some flat type terrain in which I would glitch through, and then this would be under it. And it was just awful and confusing. As you guys can see, that has not happened yet.
My legs are killing me.
Let's rest here.
But if we stop now, the mystery men might slip away. Hey, I know what to do. I'll go on ahead and scout the area for us. You guys can catch up later. Well, see ya.
Catch up
Do what it do, Yuffie. Barrett's like, I'm going with you
I
now.
think I'd better go keep an eye on them. Barrett's not himself right now, you know?
I know.
Take your time, okay? No need to rush.
Thanks. Will do.
Party selection box. I always love the music too. It's just well, Square Enix knows what they're doing. I don't know why I want to call it Onyx. It's probably because that's like what I thought it was pronounced as back when I was like 14. Because I really didn't care about who created games then to like learn their names. I was just like a Final Fantasy nerd and the fuck out. I wanted all of them. Final Fantasies pretty much were on my wish list every year. And I think I'm really gonna like the leveling up systems. Like, I was a fan of the sphere grid in 10. That was one of my favorite leveling up systems. And the weapons upgrading system, kind of reminds me of that in Remake. It definitely, the upgrading system reminds me of that in Rebirth. Just different. See what I mean? But different. More simple, I feel. I think I could do a whole lot with that. Don't read in anything. My first run-throughs with Final Fantasies, I developed my strategy more towards the end of the game. My first run-through is pretty much for the story. Final Fantasies always have a beautiful stories. It's always like a hero war story mixed with like star-crossed lovers. And I'm a sucker for a good love story. And I like the feeling of like they're leaning into crafting with like that concept of like finding herbs and herbology to create
Nothing to it.
I really like the soundtracks. And like the way they switch up kind of like fit what you're doing, the mood, the vibe. Like it's all upbeat and explory, but like when I was getting in the fight I got like all dense and hardcore. It's like they thought about theatrics with the music.
Get ahead of ourselves.
And let's not mention how like this game is very strategic. I know people like the cave grind fighting, but like these games are so strategic. I think they're a little more strategic than those games. They definitely could be. Oh, imagine Final Fantasy if they had the customization of those games. But yeah. Also, like, imagine if Final Fantasy actually showed the full like gruesomeness of the fight scenes, like the blood and stuff like that. Like, and it wasn't just like you knock them out. Where it's made, they don't really like showing stuff like that. But it would have some of the most. I mean, it already has some of the most hardcore fight scenes ever. But like one of the scenes when you know, like, if it wasn't Final Fantasy and they weren't trying to stay away from like that morbid graphic detail, how many of just like badass scenes there'd be of the Cloud just chopping a motherfucker clean in half. Especially with Unreal Engine 5, oh my gosh. Like, it'd be crazy if someone made like a realistic battle mod for Final Fantasy on PC, where it incorporated like people actually getting dismembered and hacked up like real sword fights. This would be the most grueling, like, epic battles ever. It's just so fast paced. I think some people don't like realize, like, the only reason it's not like, oh my god, levels of badassery, is because they left the blood out and the dismemberment out. Like, you see like a little disappearing body. You don't see the full detail of the fucking damage you're doing. I know, those usually mean go that direction. Graffiti by people. I also like how there's so much to do in this game. You can just like ADD zone out and grind. I like that it has an outside map. The thing about Remake I didn't like is like, I'm like, dude, where can I grind? When I can go outside and just like do fights and just kind of do my own thing. Remake was missing the open world part of the MMORPG. Rebirth doesn't. It put it back in. And then this thing gonna say go this way though. I ain't getting in that. That's not possible. What's up here? And I don't see like how Chocobo's climbing any of that. They usually have like the flat walls with the arrows on them. Go a different way instead. Yeah, I think they fixed the terrain glitch and some of the bad textures. Basically, I think everything that people have been really complaining way too much about, especially people that like hate the concept that they let PC players have a port, they fixed. Come on, they just broke records because of PC players. Not to mention all the free promotion because modders are doing some of the coolest, cutest things. Some are also, you know, come on, there's some people that literally have crushes on these characters. So there's that too. But I mean, they're contributing to the title in a way that someone on a gaming system can't. They could get some new hires, cool ideas, all kinds of stuff in that. I'll be right back. I told myself I was gonna need a little coffee to run this. It's gonna be a long day, but worth it. Ugh. Because I used old coffee and reheated some more old coffee. And when I say old, I mean from like 10 hours ago. It's probably not gonna hit that strong, but it'll go. 'Cause it's not really hot at all. Fast acting. I also feel like in this game, it's like okay to just not know what you're doing right now. Collecting a lot of things. I don't see a lot of themes.
That's it!
Alright, how do I get to... I feel like that's where we have to get. Looking for ways to get up there via rock climbing. Looking for Chocobo ways to get up there. I don't mean rock climbing like this, I mean like the actual landings they have for rock climbing. Gotta be way up there. Somehow.
You sure you want to fight?
Take the lead.
Go on!
I felt like I was just letting Mother Nature do its thing on that one. Alright. Found... Okay. Found a texture that's still kind of awful. This whole area is actually kind of awful. Yeah. But it's the first one, that's not bad. But, it's bad textures there. So much so that, you can't see two of the holdings. See what I mean? This is what I mean. See? This is what I was talking about. There was a lot of this going on. This is the first place I've seen it in. So I think they fixed most of them. So Square Enix, if you're watching this, you missed this. Yeah, imagine if this whole area was covered up and we couldn't even get up here. That would suck. So that also makes me think, like, I need to pay a little closer attention and check the walls out, see if there's any more climbing spaces to get where I need to go. I'm just saying that let it be like a game killer. Which that might be why the patch came out so fast, because there were certain things that these glitches, these errors were creating that were game breaking. So now I feel like I gotta get up on all the walls to make sure I'm not missing out on some kind of foothold. That I should be climbing. Really kind of made me think that's not the case though, because I feel like they would have caught those there test runners. Game testers would have caught that. Yeah, did we just go up that, right? Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what to do here. So it wants me to like go up more. I'm not seeing a place to climb up. Person? Ooh. Or Chocobo. But like you just saw me go to a climbing place and realize like I was missing some stuff. And like I feel like this means go that way. I've gone this way and I don't see a way to continue either. It's all very kind of confusing right now. And finally finding like a game glitch like that where like it covers up a crucial part. Doesn't make me that comfortable. What is this? Yeah, I don't know what they want me to be doing here. I'm gonna keep running around. See, there's train glitch again. Alright, so we still have issues, but it looks like they fixed a lot of it. Yeah. This little train glitch. So we found some still like awful looking textures and terrain glitches, but nowhere near as many. Like this whole area would have been terrain glitched out. Like I think this area might be. Yep, see, I could tell. So they look sus. Like, see, I'd barely not even really know that was there. It, like, hides parts of the game. And this is what was annoying me. This is, like, what they really need to fix. Like I said, huge areas. Several huge areas like this. Like, that's a large chunk. In comparison to the small chunk we saw. You know what I mean? I feel like originally that was like most of the map originally. more textures people were talking about. I don't think it has anything to do with like how good your graphics card is or what settings you're on. I think this is like genuinely like a, it's fucked up in some places. So there, I think they probably patched as much as they could in a short amount of time to fix as much as they could. There's probably still a lot to fix, but to like appease us to make it more playable. Because the areas I was running into that were like that were huge, guys. They weren't little areas like that. These areas that are like this are like smaller. But yeah, that's... They were what, like way bigger than that. There's probably another area. Yeah. Like, that's the rail train. What is this? I saw a chest back there. So, red. Three handfuls of gold dust. Should get like a cooler cover photo for that video. For this video, eventually. I'll change it eventually. Any patch notes? Just downloaded the update. I haven't seen any announcements about this patch notes, or anything. Honestly. Like... Yes, they didn't announce it. It's like the best way to describe this patch is they didn't announce it. Because that's the first thing it is. Like, went to their Steam thing, like, that they mentioned that they were patching it anywhere, and I don't see any mentions of them patching it. I feel like they just did it. I mean, there's a live broadcast right now where the developer's playing too, so on Steam. For the news, Luna the last thing that they posted, Square Enix, is the Lunar New Year sale. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I'm gonna say the only reason I even know there was a patch is because honestly I was up. I was trying to do some calibration of my PX and V9 Gen 2 racing sim, and I saw the patch update. So I don't know exactly what they updated. But I really just want to like people to like, this is annoying me, but it's better than it was with the terrain. I'm also just going live like maybe someone else can notice any changes. You know, if they don't have time to play, but maybe they're sitting at work and they want to watch or get updates on the patch, since like, yeah, there are no patch notes. Wow, guys, this game's still beautiful, but like, yeah, like they keep kind of showing you different areas too. And then, you know, at one point I had a 99% completion rate PS2 save file for Final Fantasy 9, no, 8. It was 8 or 9, and got an offer from PlayStation when I was 14. I wasn't allowed to say yes. I wanted to say yes. My dad said no. So maybe there's like some sure shot hope of like, hey, I'm testing out your game. They'll watch and they can find some of these glitchy spots. Especially these ones that are so early in the game that you have to travel through and fix them. Especially like I said, look, there's another holding you can't even see. That's one you can half see. Can't see that, like. And like, this is somewhere you have to travel, or people are going to travel to do missions early in the game. This one's I think it'd be a priority of fixing first. Which I would honestly expect probably another patch in the next 30 days. Like, oh my gosh. It's pretty bad. Like I said, like, this is what a lot of people really want fixed ASAP. Because it's almost game breaking. Like, where am I even? Where'd I go, guys? Buried alive.
Let's do this.
Your materia has improved enough that a more powerful, potent spell is available. For example, in the case of fire spell, the potency increases from fire to fire, and then finally to the most powerful fire. Yeah! I don't know why I felt like saying that shit. Like a Dragon Ball Z announcing that Hercules has entered the ring. That's how you know I'm like, my inner child's having fun with this. I'm really just trying to ignite ignore. And look at what the beauty it's hiding. It's not like that there's not, it's like some weird glitch that's hiding. All it's there, like they did the work. Alright, this is like Twitter originally with like aesthetics and marketing. This is X. You get what I'm saying here? Like what they're doing to marketing now? Marketing used to be, oh, aesthetic and beautiful, and then cookie cutter, plain flat. Like, I feel like this is like the base layer for what this stuff is supposed to be on, and it's at the wrong layer height. I don't do graphic design or develop games, so I'm probably wrong lingo. I don't know, but like that, if I had to explain it based on what I know and the terminology that I know, that's how I would explain it. Feels like a layering issue. One that's more than a little annoying. It's taken away from the beauty of the open world. It's beautiful. It looks like they worked very hard. I honestly think like once they fix some of the textures and the terrain issues, this is one of the most beautiful worlds I've seen in game in a while. Like how they say Skyrim is one of the beautiful worlds to just walk around in VR. This will top that. They gotta fix that though, and I believe they will. I almost like look and the little things like that. You see this texture here. Wow, it's still so pretty. See what I mean? I think it's like a layering issue or something. It's here too.
You still holding up okay?
Yeah, feeling
So
great,
it
actually.
still has those issues.
It's like
I feel like they're not as bad as they were.
One with the mountain. Say what?
It's almost like they didn't get all of it. You didn't get all of the cancer.
Thanks for having me.
The hell are you doing, Red? Relax. It happens to all new climbers. If she passes out, I'll carry her.
Let's go.
Is she like a oxygen deprivation eye right now? And I like that these aren't just bags. I like that they're baby trees. That they're actually the thing that you're looting.
One more shot.
Something tells me that this battle system is like badass beyond words. And I'm gonna fuck around and find out. Like, I feel like I'm gonna fall in love with this game. This one specifically. Wow. I feel like... Is it even messing with the lighting? Yeah, it's even creating a shadow. Wow. And then like stuff like that, like what? I'm assuming, I feel like that's just all a glitch. That whole whatever's happening there. It's not what's supposed to be happening there. I mean, it's not as broken as Cyberpunk 2077 when it first came out, so I don't even know what you're really complaining about. Other than we expect a certain level of mwah with Final Fantasy, and we maybe didn't quite get that level of mwah right out the gate. You know what I mean? Them doing this all and selling it to us for a discount and packages for Valentine's Day. Thank you. Very passionate. I feel the love from that. So I feel like they could have waited to release this game, but they wanted it out for Valentine's Day. We're all suckers for a good love story. And Cloud gets all the honeys. I love how there's fiends. And then there's whatever red is. And then like just regular animals. Okay. See, we're running into the glitch more consistently now, or like this error more consistently now. So I'm not sure if they fixed that. Like, what was the patch? What did you patch? We need patch notes.
No manners. You greet each other. Well, I'll be. Finally, folks, you've got some manners. I don't get it. Tons of folks hiking up the mountain today, and not a one of them so much as nodded my way. Maybe try calling out.
They didn't give you a nod.
Sick-looking fellas all in black, and where did I get?
Yeah. Those guys.
Never learned to greet each other or something.
He said they didn't even give me the nod. Didn't even give me the nod. Yeah, some of these textures here are mid too. Like, and like, I don't know, something's up. Like, I think maybe something isn't like processing things right in certain areas. Cause you know that there's no way that this is a texture they actually coded in and used that's supposed to look like that. When you've got shit like all this, like these, just something went wrong somewhere. Like there's just like no way anyone was okay with that kind of texture being there next to textures that took that much work. There's no way. There's no way. There's something wrong. But I mean, also give them props, because I think like, I'm on Unreal Engine 5. I think this is the first time that the engine's really been challenged by a game. I'm sorry, a lot of the stuff I see on Unreal Engine 5, like, they probably could have done it on Unreal Engine 4. It's not challenging. Like the capabilities of it. Whoa! Hey, it reminds me of like Doom when I found out I could just go through walls and shoot people through the walls. Oh, wow. I just disappear into the rock. Pull a Bart. Pull a Bart. I didn't say it. I'm Houdini. I can disappear into the rock. Ooh. I haven't fought you. What are you? Let's fight. See, this is why I just couldn't after a while. Bound.
I'll take care of them.
I don't know.
You'll be blown away.
You respond to that.
You've got
Alright, Cloud, what the hell are you doing? The auto do its thing until... It's gonna suck because of this controller, though. I thought that's what the tabs were. That's how I get to be stronger than magics. Oh, go. Oh my god, if I sing lyrics to a song, YouTube's gonna be like, eh, copyright. Gonna dabble with the SEO a little bit. All likes, comments are appreciated so much and they help a lot. I know I sound like every freaking cliche YouTuber when I say that, but if you look at my channel, it's small. I actually mean it. Go this way. Like, see? What is even that? Gee. Just get a good look to what we're dealing with here. I kind of want to turn up the heat. It's a little too easy. That's my whole thing with like the settings too. Like easy is like too easy, and normal feels like too hard your first run. At least for me. But easy probably is like decent enough for a non-seasoned player. I like how he's not as stiff in operator mode in this one as he was in a remake. I noticed that. Just yeet myself right off. Geronimo!
Think the others are okay?
We're gonna have to fight whatever that was. They just dropped it off. Just making sure I have all the metadata I want them to have when it comes to this video. Regardless if they say it matters or not. I don't really listen to people that tell me how to create my content. or how to market it. Jeez. Lots of stuff about a stutter. Like people, they lied. Oh, they need to get over it, dude. They changed based on new information and the wants of the majority of their users, which are smart. So why would we not be gaming on PC at this point? Like, who's not gaming on PC? Unless you don't know that much about PC, so you don't know what kind of PC to get the game on. I mean, that's the only way I really can understand why you'd be gaming on a gaming system still versus a PC. Sorry, there's a lot of weird SEO. That popped up. Because a lot of people don't actually know how to do SEO right. I love how YouTube's trying to say that I got 2 views when I I'm going to go there. YouTube throttles my shit so much. It's dude, how do I have more likes than views? I have more comments than views. It's because that's not my real view count. Anyways. And honestly, I'll tell you the truth too. I probably shouldn't have played Remake and Rebirth at the same time. But I'm pretty sure if I never played Remake, I wouldn't even know that these are directions. See, it's covered up by that double terrain thing they got going on. How long is this video? Better there, so yeah. No patch notes. Still terrain glitches, texture glitches. I feel like there's less of them, but at the same time, it could be the same amount. You let me know what you guys think in the comments, and about the fact this is like a 29 gigabyte, 30 gigabyte patch, unannounced, no patch notes.